We had an interesting time trying to tell that story with our cameras being blocked by what appear to be perhaps the owners or managers of that steel plant in Ekurhuleni.
Both, Michelle, some of them being managers and some of them being owners. They said that we had no right to be within their space. But of course, the Department of Employment and Labour did try to explain to them that the reason we were within their vicinity was the fact that they were checking for compliance, and media was in fact invited to be part of that, mainly because they said they could take note to the fact that they were already breaking the law. Already we had a confirmation from the department to say that about 19 people now have been arrested, and also on top of that 19, 3 employers have also been arrested, which makes the number over 20. This is mainly also, of course, based on the fact that some of them have documentation that needs to be verified, documentation that was verified to not be correct and to be illegal. So these are some of the things that will happen in the background. And of course, some of them were unhappy with us being here. But we are hearing that the company has other issues. In fact, when we got to chat with some of the workers on the bylines, they were talking about the fact that they feel they are not being remunerated accordingly. They had also highlighted that some of them are given a certain amount of money, but not given that directly when they were being paid. But this is something that they said they will speak to the department about, and we will get an update. Once the department is now done, we are hearing that Home Affairs as well, some of the people from Home Affairs have now walked in as well, which is the people that we can speak to and also hear from them in terms of what are the major issues. But joining me now, Michelle, is a former shop steward within a union. And this gentleman that you see in front of us is someone that has been able to whistleblow in terms of the issues that are taking place within these companies. And Babase, I understand, Uguti, at this moment you have said that you've retired, but of course coming to you are some of the issues from the workers that are explaining to you what is happening in these companies as a whole. Tell us what's happening.
Some of the workers are complaining that they are not paid holidays. Some are complaining that they are working long hours, 6 to 6, and there's no overtime. And we found that even in township, due to this unemployment, even in township, the crime is going up due to unemployment. That caused people. I decided to unite with other workers and be a whistleblower and give Department of Labour, those companies who are not comply with the laws of the country, those who are working illegally from South Africa. We don't say that we don't want them. They can come. If you come in the right way, you got paperwork that you qualify to work in South Africa, you can work. We don't say we don't want them. But some people don't have a working permit. They are working in South Africa. And these things cause a lot of problem. And most of the companies are employing foreign nationals because they want the cheap labor. They pay them less money. That's why we've got a problem with the unemployment at the companies.
And specifically with these 7 companies that we're standing right in front of, this is where you played a vital role in ensuring that the inspectors can come on the ground and inspect these companies. What are some of the issues that they highlighted to you that the workers were telling you in order for you to take a step to go to inspectors?
Some of the companies, they say those companies, they don't comply with the basic condition of employment, holidays, maternity leave, all those things. They are complaining that they're working long hours, and some of them are dismissed. And after they dismiss South African workers, and then they employ the foreign nationals. That's the problem that causes. So I must be a whistleblower and talk to the Department of Labour. I talked to the Department of Labour. I sent some companies that are employing foreign nationals without working permit in South Africa.
And of course, one of those companies being these ones that are here. And I just want to know then, Baba, you've seen the labor inspectors doing their work. Are you satisfied that they got all the problems that you complained about?
Yes, I'm happy with, especially with Principal Mishim Nsetla, who's an inspector. I'm happy we go to another company in Olifantsfontein. We work well, everything was fine. That's what I'm happy. I continue giving him some information about those companies who are employing foreign nationals without working permit.
And I want to know, because they've arrested 19 people, in terms of your complaints, how many people were you counting that had issues, or the people that have told you the information said, how many people were they suspecting?
There's lots of people who came, different companies come to me, and some that gives those company names, said that they are not happy there, they are working in that company. There's a lot of people. Even here, there's some people who give me information about that company that they are not happy.
Bathe bangaki baba, bathe bangaka abantu abala abangekho right, or abangana ama documents.
No, they say it's about 800 people from TradeCo, about 800 people who are working inside there with legally.
No, well, Michelle, the gentleman that you see there is a former shop steward. He used to be in the union. So basically what happens is some of the workers, as even though he's retired, take the information that they have and they speak to him. And he then takes that information and he goes to the Labor Department and he says he has spoken to the inspector. And they have looked at various companies in the area, and being some of those companies being the companies that we were at, the 7 different companies that we saw just a little earlier being raided by the department. So he's saying that it's been estimated to over 800 people that they suspect that they might be working with illegal documents. But of course, this remains to be investigated and to be seen, because we know that at this point, the the Department of Labor and Employment and Home Affairs are currently inside their offices, and they're looking at the documents, and the documents will then tell us if that number is a bit bigger or it is the right number. But at the moment, we can confirm that 19 people, employees, as well as 3 employers, have now been arrested.